Peace and blessings be appointed to all my brothers and sisters out there in this world in Yeshua HaMashiach name, for he is the Lord. All glory given to the Most High Yah. Be grateful for his love. Be grateful for his peace. Be grateful for his forgiveness and his understanding and his long suffering and his mercy, for he is a great, worthy God, the only one in your life that is deserving of all your praise. All glory given to the Most High Yah. Peace and blessings be upon you. It is your brother. Salute to all of the saints out here in the world, all of God's children. It is your brother Jehoshaphat Israel back in the sanctuary for this Sabbath night, family. And it's been a long day, family, but your father has asked me to return to get back in the sanctuary and preach on causes of effect. Some people like playing with the fire, family. Some people like playing with that fire. And at the same time, they expect not to be burned. But before we get into that for this night, I just had a little things on my plate that I just wanted to go over with my brothers and sisters. Now, this is what the Lord Yeshua said. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and I am humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. What does that mean? I'm ever so grateful, family. I'm grateful for the yoke that I have taken from your master. Now, we already know we have the seal of the Most High Yah printed in our forehead. When you go outside in that world and the evilness in this world, it already knows who you are, family. You got God's name shining in your forehead. You probably can't see it, brother. You probably can't see it, sister. But that evilness out there in that world, it recognizes his children. Now, okay, I got Yah's name written on my forehead. I know my name is in the book of life, and I don't want to throw that away, family. But I also have the Yeshua's yoke. It's like a chain, like a medallion. You know what I'm saying? You know all them chains that I want to say Mr. T has, all that gold he has on his neck, family. It's just like that, family. I got Yeshua's yoke on me, family. And I'm ever so grateful because I have learned that it doesn't matter where I go. It doesn't matter who I'm around. It doesn't matter what people that I am against. I still have Jesus' yoke on me, family. Is it so much to burden? I'm just grateful that his yoke is light, family. It really is. The same problems that I had here, I'll have there if I go to Tennessee, if I go to Memphis, if I live in LA, if I move all the way down to Detroit, I almost said Chicago, that's where I'm at. Silly me. If I move down south, if I move to NYC, I will still have the Lord's yoke over my neck, family. I got to deal with that, family. And in his yoke is all the problems that you have in your life, family. All the recurring problems. I don't want to say that they're familiar, but they'll never change, family. That's Yeshua's yoke that you're bearing in your life. And his yoke is light, family. I'm ever so grateful. Just imagine if I didn't have Yeshua's yoke on my neck. Life would be so much harder. Now, I already know what I'm facing, family. That doesn't change, family. Whatever, when you said that you love Yeshua and you came into the truth and you submitted yourself before the Most High Yah and you started being obedient and you started to discipline yourself and his laws and his rules and his customs of all of his righteous steps that he wants you to walk through, his commandments, his statutes, his limitations, and his judgments. That'll never change, family. I cannot escape this. And I cannot sit here and say that it's a yoke of oppression that's so hard that I cannot bear it, family. I'm not saying that it's easy either, family, but his yoke is very light. I have seen the similarities in the different places that I have been in this world, and that same yoke is on me. I can go into a city to where nobody knows my name, and that same yoke of wherever I came from and whatever I was doing and however I was living my life, how hard it was, the trials, me having to go through suffering a little bit, family. Well, I can't say suffering a little bit, but me suffering. It's the same, family. It does not change. The master said that his yoke is light. It is, family. As I look at people and nowadays, I don't even think that they're strong enough like the people of old days, because ain't nobody gonna kill you right at this very junction in your life. Ain't nobody gonna kill you over Yeshua. That ain't gonna happen. But he sure enough had to die for his father. All the apostles, they were murdered, family, over their love for Yeshua and the cross that they had to bear and the word of the Most High Yah that they had to deliver throughout the courses of their life to the children of Israel, family. They died over that. And they suffered, family. They died horrible deaths and they suffered. They was ridiculed. They was mocked. They was beaten. You know what I'm saying? That comes with that yoke. And he said his yoke is light because we're not even strong, family. We're not even strong enough to go through all of that the way that they did. Don't get me wrong. I know some of my brothers. Oh, Jehoshaphat, I love the Lord. Jehoshaphat, I love the Lord. I die for him. What do I got to do? They gonna chop me in a million pieces. I love the Lord. That's the same thing as Apostle says, and he renounced him 3 times, family. 3 times, family. I look at people and I say to myself, how many times have you denounced the Lord in front of the eyes of men? So as I look at his yoke that I have to bear, family, it's light, family. It's not so hard. And whatever you're going through, wherever you might be at in this world, you can move over to a country in which they don't even speak English and you'll still have those same problems. I can't even say they're problems because you're suffering for the Lord. You're suffering for his name's sake. So where you live, where you come from, you know what I'm saying? What city you live in? If you move to China right now, family, I'm pretty sure those same problems is going to be up over there because you love the Lord. And I'm ever so grateful, family. I'm ever so grateful because these burdens of these trials, of tribulations, of this suffering that we must endure as children of the highest, as servants of Yeshua, it doesn't change, family. It does not change, family. It does. What do you mean, Jehoshaphat? What do you mean? How people look at you, how they treat you, the things that you will go through, the things that you will endure is recurring, family. It does not change. He said that his yoke is light, family, to us because we're not as strong as he is, family. I'm sorry, family. A lot of my brothers and sisters would like to debate. They want to argue about it. They want to fuss and fight about it. But I don't see anybody that's strong as Yeshua, family. He didn't sin, family. He just didn't, family. He controlled his flesh, family. He was in complete control of his temple, family. He was, family. And I don't really see anybody it can be somebody who has shown love to the master for 50 years of their life and they still will not have it as bad as Yeshua, family. His yoke is very light, family. And if you decide to serve him, worship your father, you're gonna bear that yoke, family. And that same placement of that yoke will not change no matter where you might go out in this world, family. I am ever so grateful. It's like I don't have to worry about those big problems that everybody have because that's not on the yoke that Yeshua put on our neck for us to bear, family. It's not on us like that. We don't have to worry about those things as long as we love the master, as long as we follow the things that he taught us to do, as long as we walk with love inside of our heart and be humble. That same yoke will be with you to the day that you die. And I'm not even saddened over it, family. He has illuminated my eyes to this truth. And as I look at my life, and as I look at the places and the people that I have come across of, that yoke is still on my neck, family. But it's not dragging me down. You can handle it. So be grateful for his yoke. And that same yoke is enough to make so many different people run away from the Lord. It'll make them run away because they don't want to have to deal with that suffering. But like Job said, You came forth out of your mother's matrix. You're a man or you a woman. You was born in trouble. You were already in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So they're born in trouble, but then they don't want to call on the Lord so they can take his yoke so their life can be easier. My life is easier since I have the yoke that Yeshua put over me, family. It's not so hard like that. So they was already born into sin. And then they give in to sin. Then they a man or a woman, and they already in trouble, family. They came forth out of their mother's matrix, family, in the flesh as a man or a woman. They're in trouble, family. They gonna have some problems, family. They gonna have some problems. Then they go out in the world and then they sin and then they bring more problems on themselves and then they make mistakes and then they have even more problems. It's a damn shame, family. It's a damn shame. That's why I'm ever so grateful that I have your master's yoke around my neck, because it doesn't have to get worse. It doesn't have to get harder than that. And those people are already in trouble, family. They came forth out their mother's matrix, family. And they're a man from what Job said. We're already in trouble, family. We already were born in the flesh and we gonna have some problems. So if you're gonna have any problems and you're gonna have to wrestle this life down like a lion, you might as well take the yoke that Yeshua has prepared for us, because it's already light, family. It's not as hard as what everybody else in this world will have to endure in their life. And it is the same. Theirs is erratic and it's always changing. It's always getting harder. It's always, the knife is cutting them a little bit more deeper. The rope around their neck, the noose around their neck is always getting tighter. They don't know what's going to happen to them. You, with the yoke that your master told you to pick up, it doesn't change, family. It does not change, family. And you will become very familiar with the yoke that you bear on your neck. At this point in my life, I'm very familiar with the yoke that I have to endure as I embark out in God's beautiful world of the things, of the trials and the tribulations that I might have to endure. Nah, I might have to. I have to endure these things, family. I have to, family. Just like all my other brothers and sisters out there in the world. So I don't want you discouraged, family. I don't want you to run away from the Lord like it is too hard. So many different people, they're scared of suffering, family. They're scared of going through things. But the master said, if you love me, this world will hate you. The master said, if you love me, you will suffer like I did. And that's the yoke that he's talking about, family. But like I said previous, family, it's not so much, family. We're not don't get me wrong, we're all epistles of the word of God. I understand this, family. But I do not think that we're strong like his apostles, family. They were murdered, family. They were beat, family. Look at Paul, family. They tried to kill him like 3 times, family. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the things. They was pushing the apostles off of cliffs and killing them and doing all kind of stuff to them, family, trying to set them on fire. They was doing all kind of stuff to the apostles, family, for the word that they had to give out throughout the world so the world can know of his love. So we don't have no burdens like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeshua will give you his yoke, but you're not going to be beaten by centurion guards. You're not, family. You won't have to walk all the way up to Calvary being mocked and scorned and beat down by the world and then be hanged on the cross. But you will have trials and tribulations and you will suffer, family. That alone, just by me saying that, family, will turn so many different people out there in the world to endure their trials, of their tribulations, of their sins and their mistakes. And that's way more than the yoke that Yeshua has already given you, has promised to give to you, so you can fight, so you can live good, so you can walk in love, so you can be in peace. And this world doesn't have to bash you down, family, into a million pieces. It doesn't have to, family. If you can only take on this great yoke that he will put around, the salvation of his yoke that he'll put around, the strength of his yoke that he'll put around you, all you have to do is endure, family. Wherever you go, throw your hands in the air, for you know you are blessed by the Most High Yah himself. All my brothers and sisters out there who I'm speaking to, who know the word, who are going through these things, they understand completely what I'm saying. But to those out in the world who have been running From what Job said, you already in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You was born in the flesh. You came forth out of your mother's matrix. You're gonna have all these problems and trouble because you're a man or you're a woman. You might as well bear the cross, family. You might as well take on Yeshua's yoke so it doesn't have to be so hard, family. So you can know who your adversaries are. So you can know where your afflictions stem from, how they will demonstrate themselves on your life. All you have to do is surrender yourself and be obedient and follow all of Yah's laws, statutes, limitations, judgments, and commandments on your life. And you will receive this yoke around your neck, family, that it won't be so hard out here in this world. Okay, I feel I preach very well on that because I'm happy, family. I am your brother Jehoshaphat. I'm happy, family. I got my sanctioned time here in the sanctuary. I got my anointed sanctioned time, so I'm going to pour forth my heart. You know, your Father is with me, so he's going to bring forth his great revelation. He is, and he's going to revive your spirit. I'm only a man. I can't do all those things, family. I cannot, family, but I will bear the truth to you, family. Come take a part of this yoke, family, so your life don't have to be so damn hard. Your other brothers and sisters, they're going to get beat down by life, family. They don't have no protection, family. They don't have no salvation. They don't have anybody that's going to lift them up. And they never know what's going to happen with the things that they are doing. They're already in trouble, family. They have come forth in this world out of their mother's matrix, family, as a man and a woman. And we're born in trouble, family. We're born in sin. That's why Job said that. We're in trouble. We're born in sin, family. All these things are bound to happen to anyone, any one of us that don't know God, family. But if you take on this great yoke, there's nothing surprised about this. There's nothing out of the ordinary. All is awaited, family. All of these things, after you take on the yoke, you'll know what you're facing. You'll know what you're suffering, how you will be hindered, how you will be set back. You'll know all those things, family, because you will be going through them. And that same yoke is not hard as your other brothers and sisters who don't know what's going to happen, who's always having 365 degrees of all this suffering, family, of all this suffering happen to them because they give in to sin, family, and they make mistakes, family, and they don't have his yoke. They don't have his protection. They don't have his strength. They don't have his mercy, and they don't have his peace over their lives, family. So be as he is, family. Take this great yoke that he has for you so this life doesn't burden you down, family. Like your other brothers and sisters, they're getting beat and they never know what's going to happen. But if you take this yoke, there won't be no surprise of what you must endure in your trials of tribulations of your suffering. I'm happy to say it, family. I'm happy. My hand is in the air for the Father. No, I'm telling you the truth. I am happy for Yeshua's yoke. He doesn't lie, family. He said it's not that hard, family. I'm not sitting here today telling you that it's not hard, but it's not something that you can't overcome in your life. It's not something that you can't grow accustomed to be able to adapt to what's being thrown at you and what you might have to go through. It's all similarities in it. When you take on this yoke, you will be prepared because he's going to prepare you, because you're going to have to endure that stuff time and time and time again. And after time comes strength. Okay, I feel very, very comfortable that I preached over that. I can put my initials on that. Today is February 1st, 2020. I'll already tell you off the top, I don't celebrate no Valentine's, because that is celebrating a demonic deity. You have to ask yourself, and it's a damn shame, because dominant society, they want you to sin too, family. You know what I'm saying? They want you to sin too. You gotta ask yourself, why is this holiday on this day that promotes and celebrates a demon? Shaishin? You know what I'm saying? Why does it have to be on the date that they praise and worship Shaishin, the demon, the false deity god, family? So when you take a part in celebrating Valentine's, in all actuality, you're celebrating a demon. They don't want to be alone on this. They're trying to get you to trip and to stumble in the dark, family. You be sitting up over there worshiping a demon, thinking about Valentine's, and don't even know it. They don't want to go to hell by themselves, family. They want to bring as many people down there as they possibly can because they do the works of their Father. Now, once more again, what did the Lord say? Come to me, all you who are weary and burdensome, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble, and my heart, and you will find rest for your soul. Now, before we get into causes of effect, some people like playing with the fire. They love playing with that damn fire, and they expect not to be burned. But before we get into that, family, I just want to ask you. I really did, family, and I'll start with Hosea, but what are you willing to do in the regards of love? What are you willing to give, and what are you willing to show? Now look at brother Hosea. Look at brother Hosea. Now, God made him marry a prostitute, family. I really mean this, family. She wasn't like, oh, well, like most of your brothers and sisters who are prostitutes and don't even know it. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. She was just like your brothers and sisters playing the harlot role, giving into harlotries, being a whoremonger, giving into whoredoms. Basically, like most of the people that you know, family. I hate to tell you that, family, but basically like most of the people you know. And he knew it. He knew that his wife would be cheating on him. When she wasn't with him, she was with another man, and he knew it. His wife was so bad, family, that she laid with different men and got pregnant, and he was raising their kids. It sounds like some Jerry Springer stuff, don't it? You know what I'm saying? Don't it sound like some Jerry Springer stuff? You know what I'm saying? Who's the daddy? Who's the baby daddy? We need a DNA test. But it's on the flip side because it's the man who getting done wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's on the flip side. You know what I'm saying? She knew that wasn't his kids, but she still brought them home, and he had to raise them, family. His woman will lay with other men, get pregnant, bring back children. He got to raise them, family. Then she got so bad to where she just left him. He didn't even know where his wife was. He was up and down the streets looking for his wife. He could never find her, family. The same men that she laid with turned their backs on her and sold her into slavery. That's what they did. Now, if I can remember what happened to him correctly, I could be a little off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a man, but my heart is there. And he had to buy his wife out of slavery, family. That is love, family. That is love, family. That is love. What are you willing to do for love? On the regards of love, what are you willing to show, family? Most men that I knew, when the woman went out and she got pregnant and he found out about it, he would have just left her alone, family. When she would go out there for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, partying and drinking and being about that life, family. That's what she was doing. No different than some of our sisters nowadays that can't stop shaking their tail feather and staying out of those clubs, throwing their life away to the streets, running through men like a bag of potato chips. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was doing, family. But he still loved his wife. He still raised children that wasn't him. He even went about it. They was talking about that woman like a dog, family. They was, family. They wouldn't even, far as the money that they was trying to sell her for and slave. He bought his own wife out of slavery. That's love, family. That's love, family. I don't know that many men that would do that in the regards of love. What are you willing to do for it? Will that person do the same thing for you, family? That's when you know that you have real love in your life, family. That woman was sold for like $2, family, $5, family. They was really going hard. Like, she can't even bear children. She's worthless. You know what I'm saying? She's not worth anything. And here come her husband, her true husband. And the value of whatever they valued her at, he bought her for even way more than that, family. They was trying to sell that woman for $2.50. He came through and he pulled out the big dollar, family. He pulled out the big monies, family. Because that's what she was worth to him, family. He spent thousands and thousands of dollars for her. And in the eyes of those other men, she wasn't even worth $1.50, family. $1.25, family. 75 cents, family. They was making fun of her because they ran through her, family. I'm just sorry, family. They ran through her. I'm sorry to say it like that. And she was worthless in their eyes, family. And she was sold off into slavery. And Hosanna came and bought his wife out of slavery. That is love. He dealt with her being promiscuous and being a harlot and being a Jezebel and being so loose with her sex. He dealt with that over love. Okay, that was Hosanna. That's what he did. That's what the prophet did for love. That's a man right there, family. That's a man, family. And that is real love, family. Okay, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go to Ruth, family. Now, Ruth, she married a man and he died, family. Who was she with? Naomi? She was with Naomi, huh? And she loved that man so much to where she left her home country, family. Everything that she ever knew, to go follow after Naomi in a foreign land with people that would hate her. All over the love that she had for her husband, that she would not leave her mother's side. She lost her husband, but she wasn't about to leave. She wasn't about to lose her mother-in-law as well. That is love, family. To pack your bags up and to go to a place to where they don't even speak the same language as you. You're unaccustomed to anything, any of the terrain of the area that you'll be living in, and where you come from, they don't even like y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? So here goes the scoffing and the ridicule and the mocking. She endured all of that, family, for love. What are you willing to do on the regards of love? What are you willing to show? What are you willing to give? And Ruth gave a whole lot because she left every single thing and everybody that she knew because she didn't want to leave Naomi alone. Naomi lost her husband and her sons. You know what I'm saying? Her husband died, then her sons died. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have anybody. And she was broke and she was poor. She was living that destitute life, family. And Ruth did not want to leave her alone, family, at all. She didn't want to leave her lonely. She loved her husband and she loved her mother. And she swore to stand by her side to death do you part. And that wasn't even her husband. That was his mama, family. That was his mama, family. You know what I'm saying? And she told him, don't send me away. Don't send me away. I will be with you to the day that I die. That is love, family. That is love. What are you willing to do on the regards of love? What are you willing to give? What are you willing to show? Okay, almost last one, family. Almost last one. Okay, now, David, who was Saul fighting? Was he fighting he wasn't fighting the Midianites. Who was he fighting? I think he was fighting the Philistines. I could be wrong on that, family. You know what I'm saying? I got to refresh a little bit. But I'm pretty sure it was the Philistines. Was it? Okay, let's just say for sake of argument, it was the Philistines. Now, Saul told his men, he said, or was it just David? He told his mans, and David was part of them. He said, whoever will bring forth 300, I don't want to say a crude word, but how would I explain it? What happens to you when you get a circumcision? They cut off that meat. That's what Saul wanted. He wanted, and I know that I'm wrong on the name of the people that they were fighting, but he wanted David to kill 300 Philistines, cut off their penis, family, and put it in a sack and bring it to him so he can marry his daughter, family. I don't even know a man that's willing to kill another man for a woman like that, family. And I'm just being honest with you, family. And David killed 300 men. Cut their penises off, not all of it, just a piece of it. He circumcised them, family. You know what I'm saying? He did, family. He did, family. That is love right there, family. He killed a man and then mutilated him and then put his private parts in a sack, family, for love, family. Who do you know that's in this world right now that would do that, family? Who do you know that will do that, family? That is love, family. He risked his life, family. So when you go out there in this world and you say that you love, just don't toss that word around unless that you are willing to give something up or show something. So many different people use that word against you to try to trap you, family. They do. I love you. They don't really love you. They just trying to use you. I love you. They just want to mistreat you, family, and then throw that word in there so they can be forgiving. As you can see with David, he was willing to kill over love, family. He was willing to mutilate a man, family. Do you know how hard it is to kill 300 people, family? You know what I'm saying? 300 people, family. He killed 300 people for one woman, family, not two women, not four women, not five women, one woman. What was the value of that woman, family? How beautiful was she? You know what I'm saying? What was she willing to give to David? How did she soothe and caress his soul with her love that she had to give to where he was willing to fight and kill a man, not just one man, but 300 of them and mutilate them and put their private parts in a bag and bring them to her daddy, family? That is love right there, family. That is love. I thought I loved women in the past, but you know what I'm saying? I thought I really loved, maybe given a situation, if she was threatened, then yes, I would, family. I would, family. I would without no hesitance. So you have to really ask yourself, family, what are you willing to do on the regards of love? What are you willing to give, family? What are you willing to show, family? And you seen from Hosanna to Ruth to David, you seen what they were willing to do, family, what they was willing to give up, what they were willing to show. And if that person is not that same person that threw out that love to you, if they're not willing to do any of those things, that pure sacrifice that you have to give to another person, then I don't know if you in love, brother. Well, you probably be in love. They probably don't be. Sister, I don't know if he's in love. You probably be, but they probably don't. What are you willing to show? What are you willing to give? And as you see from David, he was willing to go into war, risk his life, kill 300 men, mutilate them, and put their private parts in a sack. You've seen Hosanna. You've seen that he was willing to deal with a woman cheating on him, leaving him, giving him other children, and still loving his wife so much to where them people was talking about her like a damn dog in the street, and he was willing to come to redeem his wife and show her true value. You seen Ruth willing to leave every single thing she ever loved, everything that she holded dear to her heart, to sacrifice to show that great love. So when people use that word against you, family, do they really mean it? What are they willing to give? And what are they willing to show? And that should show you if they love you, family. Okay, I'm off of that. Now, and I used the wrong pigmentation because I was trying to use this one for Samuel Mama. So my bad, family. I have to use the same pigmentation all over again. It's a beautiful sister to my brother, so I know y'all ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't tripping. I know you wish you had one that was like this. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? I bet you wake up every single day like, yeah, please give me a sister that look this beautiful. She is so damn fine. Now, let's just say, for instance, that this is Samuel Mama. And from the way that you learn God is the way that you learn Yah is that you have to understand the things that he do. You have to learn him, to learn him, family. What is he like, family? Is the things that he do, whatever he does and how he feels and what he has done. This is how you learn who God is, family. what he's capable of, and what he will do to a person. You learn God by his actions in your life, family. He proves himself to you through his actions in your life, family. And this is what Samuel mama Hannah had to say about God. And every time I read it, it touches me, family. It really does, because I know your father and I know he will do all these things, just like Samuel mama Hannah said. So I just want to read this real quick of what Hannah said. And I didn't do this several times before, but this is what Hannah said about Yah. And I just want you to listen, family. I just want you to listen real quick. My heart rejoices in the Lord. My horn is exalted in the Lord. I smile at my enemies because I rejoice in your salvation. No one is holy like the Lord, for there is none besides you, nor is there any rock like yours, Yah. Take no more so very proudly. Let no arrogance come from your mouth. For the Lord is the God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. The bow of the mighty men are broken, and those who stumble are girded with strength. Those who were full have hired themselves out for bread, and they have ceased to hunger. Even the barren have borne 7, and she who has many children have become feeble. The Lord kills, and he makes alive. He brings down to the grave and brings up. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He brings low and he lifts up. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the beggar from the ash heap, to set them among princes and make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. He will guard the feet of his saints, but the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength no man shall prevail. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken into pieces from heaven. He will thunder judgment. He will thunder against them. The Lord will judge the ends of the earth. He will give strength to his kings and exalt the horn of his anointed. That's what Samuel mama said about the Most High Yah. And everything about that is true, family. He does all of those things to everybody in this world, family. So it is best to humble yourself to the Most High Yah, family. It is great to humble yourself to him so he can be your great protector. So he can give you his protection, family. So he can lift you up and he can wipe away all of that sadness that is in your heart. So you can always have reassurance in him that he will look after you when there is no power on this earth that will be able to stand for you more than the Most High Yah, the God of glory, family. So I want you to consider some of the things that Hannah said about the Most High Yah, for all of them are true, family. All of them are true of every single thing that she said. Backdrop on Hannah. Hannah was sitting up over there, and who was it? Peniel, Samuel daddy had 2 wives. And Peniel would always be making fun of Hannah because she was barren. She couldn't bear any children at all. And it made her sad that she could not please her husband for her to bring forth his seed. And she was at the temple and she was crying, family. She was crying. She was praying and she was crying. You know what I'm saying? She was crying. We got to cry to the Most High Yah. You know what I'm saying? When we in our times of sorrow and trouble. And Samuel mama was sitting there crying. You know what I'm saying? And El, the priest, he thought she was drunk. He thought she was drinking. He came over there. He was like, "Hey, woman, what you doing up over here? It's barely 10 o'clock. You been drinking, girl. What you doing up over here? Get up out of here. Get gone, get out of here with all of your stuff." And she was like, No, El. I was praying to the Most High Yah, and I'm not drunk. I'm crying because I love the Yah, and I want a baby. That's what she told him. He felt bad about it. He said, "Well, go on, child. Let the Lord bless you with a child." And in her prayer, she promised to give Samuel up to the priestlyhood for the rest of his life. that same sacrifice, if only God would let her bear a son. And that's what God did for her, family. God to do anything for us if it be by his will, if it be by his grace, and it be by his mercy. And look how he shined on Hannah to give her a child. She was already barren. Females have so many different babies nowadays, they don't think that it's a blessing for a child to be bring in this world when God doesn't let everybody bring forth children. It seems like 50% of the women who have children should not have children, and it's a percent of women who want to have children, they're not having any children. So it is a blessing, family. Every single thing that Hannah said about your father is things that he will do. I gotta hear it one more time, family. My heart rejoices in the Lord. My horn is exalted in the Lord. I smile at my enemies because I rejoice in your salvation. Family, she wasn't really worried about her enemies at all because she know that the Lord is going to save her. She know the Lord is going to protect her, and she know the Lord is going to provide for her. He is the great provider. No one is holy like the Lord, for there is none besides you, nor is there any rock like God. Take no more, I'm sorry. Talk no more so very proudly. Let no arrogance come from your mouth, for the Lord is the God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. The bows of the mighty men are broken, and those who stumble are guarded with strength. Those who were full have hired themselves out for bread, and the hunger have ceased to hunger. Even the barren has borne 7, and she who has many children has become feeble. The Lord kills and makes alive. He brings down to the grave and brings up. The Lord makes poor and he makes rich. He brings low and he lifts up. He raises the poor from the dust and lifts the beggar from the ash heap, to set them amongst princes and makes them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord, and he has set the world upon them. He will guard the feet of his saints, but the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength no man shall prevail. The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken into pieces from heaven. He will thunder against them. The Lord will judge the ends of this earth. He will give strength to his kings and exalt the horn of his anointed. All of that is true, family. All of that is true. And if you ain't never heard it by now, and if you're still living out there in the world, and it is so hard and it is so tough, it is good to turn to the Most High Yah and submit yourself and be obedient so he can give you all of those blessings, family. So he can be in your life so strong as your preservation. All you have to do is turn and lean on the Father so he can provide all those things. Now, I know that that is something that Samuel mom was just saying on the regards of what she felt about the Most High Yah, but all of those are promises, none the same, family. And the same, they are promises, family, because those are all things that he does. To learn God is to know what he will do to you, family, how he operates, how he moves, and you'll know more about him, to trust in him and to have faith in him, family. So, I have to say it. Turn to the Lord, family. Forget all this chaos and confusion and ruckus out here in this world that these people live their lives as with no assurance of what is to come when your Father has promised to be your stronghold. He has, family. He has promised to be your provider, your protector, your salvation. He has promised to give you his grace, family. To those who have not seen it in this light. Now, back to causes. Okay, I'm done, family. I'm done. I just have to run through those things really, 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 really fast. And we've been here some time already, but I promise to go through this full page right here with you, because I should only have one more page and we'll be off of causes of effect. Some people like playing with the fire, family. Some people like playing with that fire, family. And at the same time, they expect not to be burned. Okay, let me get a side note up in here. Side note for the night. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Side note. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Side note. Yes, it is. Let me get a little bit of water, family. And change my pick too. Excuse me. Now, some people are prostitutes and don't even know it. At least when the prostitute prays, she is not lying to the Yah, the God of glory. It is nowadays it's normal to be a dirty whore. Why you say that for, Jehoshaphat? Why you say that for? Because, brother, most of the people that you know, family, they're prostitutes, family. They are, family, but the prostitute is better than them. Some of your brothers and some of your sisters and the people out here in this world, family, they're playing the prostitute role, family. If you be so lucid, if you be so promiscuous, if you're just willing to lay with anyone at any given time and don't take none of his laws and statutes of commandments of ways that we supposed to conduct ourselves as people down here on this earth, then you will be a prostitute. And the majority of people that walk on this earth, family, they play the prostitute. But the prostitute, when she prays, family, she knows she a prostitute, family. She's not lying to God, family. Most people, they are prostitutes and they lie to God, family. But the prostitute has one up on them because she knows she's a prostitute. She told God she a prostitute. Your brothers up over there are prostitutes and they don't even know it, and they're lying to God. Your sister is up over there and she's a prostitute and she don't even know that she a damn prostitute, family. That's the problem, family. The prostitute has one up on them because she's not a liar. They're a prostitute and they are a liar as well, family. Because once more again, they are so lucid. They are so promiscuous. They like to play the harlot role, family. They give in to their whoredoms and their whoremongerish ways, family. I'm just saying, family, at least the prostitute, at least she's not a liar as well. You know what I'm saying? She's not a liar, family. She done told God that she a prostitute and what she's doing. Your brothers and sisters out there are doing the same thing that she doing. They're not even getting paid for it. God is still looking at them like a prostitute. And they're a liar, family. You know what I'm saying? And they're a liar, family, at the same time, family. It's a damn shame, family. It's a damn shame. Side note, yes, it is. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Side note, yes, it is. Okay, let's move forward. Don't listen to the he-sayers and the naysayers. You are doing a great deal in your life by keeping yourself holy, and the body and the mind are pure and sanctified, for you only have the highest above you, the closest that any man or any woman can stand next to his perfection. Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat, what you mean, Jehoshaphat? What you mean? You doing a great job, sister. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to answer to no man right now up in your life. It's just you and God, sister. It's just you and God. You living right now to please God. You don't have to please a man too. You know what I'm saying? That's going to take your time, your personal relation time that you need with the Most High God. That's going to take from that. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to do. But right now, in the very junction of your life, the only one that you have above you is his highest. You are living right now to please him. You're not pleasing a man and pleasing God. You're just worrying about God, family. That is a beautiful thing. So I am so grateful. I am so thankful. And I am so proud of all my brothers and sisters who have took their time and this year to take their holiness, the sanctification of their holy temple to take it serious, family. I'm happy that my brothers have listened, and they're not hopping to bed to bed to bed to house. My sister, she ain't hopping from man to man, to boy to man, back to boy to man, all over again. They are taking the time to please their father and to build this great relationship, to know him, to worship him, to love him, and to fear him. So don't listen to the he sayers and don't listen to the naysayers, because they always gonna be squawking. They always gonna be squawking, and they always gonna be howling. And they always gonna be barking at you about things that you doing. Oh, you ain't. Oh, Josh, you up over here and you trying to keep it sanctified for the Lord. Oh, Josh, you a sucker. And to my sister, oh, Tina, you need to go out there and you need to get a man. No, she don't. You know what I'm saying? She needs to build up her relationship with the Most High Yah to learn what it is to please him. All those things else will follow, family. Your father is not going to leave something good away from you and keep you from it and hide it in the dark. He ain't going to do you like that. But everything has its time and place. Everything has a season. And in this very junction, in some of my brothers' sisters' lives, it is your time to be alone and learn your father. That's what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like the he sayers and the naysayers trying to get you to go out there in that world and waste away your time with some dead end relationship that's not going to go anywhere. That's not going to build anything. It's more important for you to build your relationship with your father first. Then all great other things he will add unto you in your season, family. So don't listen to none of the he sayers and the naysayers. You are doing a great job in your life by keeping your temple holy, keeping your temple pure, by keeping yourselves out of these relationships like these people in the world. You see some of your brothers, they are bad, family. I'm not going to sit and call them stupid today, even though they are, but they're bad, family. Because they're in and out of a relationship, family. To them, it's like a bus ride, family. How many different people can they fit on that bus? That's all the different girlfriends that they will go through in a year's time. Some of my sisters up over there, they're like a turnstile. They're like the old saying from the oldest. She's like a doorknob. How many people have, you know what I'm saying? That's how she is, family. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know the rides that be at that used to be in front of the. I don't see them out there anymore. I don't know what happened, but it used to, when you go to the grocery store, it used to be them rides. Maybe in your city they have them. You know what I'm saying? You put a quarter in. All day long, all them little kids get on that ride. That's how some of my sisters are when it comes to a man and relationship. So me personally, I think that it is a great deal in your life. You're doing a great job by sitting here and keeping your temple holy and sanctifying yourself and building up this great relationship that you will know you will need to please him, to worship him, and to honor him. Okay, let's move forward. What is the difference between a murderer or someone who takes part in whoredom? So this is or should I say, how do the God of glory looks at a harlot? So I'm asking you a question, family. I really am, family. We're gonna read what the scriptures have to say about it, but I'm asking you, what is the difference between a murderer or someone who takes part in whoredom? What does the scripture have to say about it? Then I said concerning her who had grown old in her idolatries, will they commit harlotries with her now, and she with them? Yet they went into her as a man goes into a woman who plays the harlot. Thus they went in to Aholah and Aholibah, the loathed women. But righteous men will judge them after the manner of tongue twister. Adulteress, and after the manner of a woman who sheds blood, because there are adulteress and the blood is in their hands. That's how God looks at you when you go out there and play the harlot role. Jehoshaphat, I ain't never killed nobody. Jehoshaphat, I ain't never stabbed nobody. But that's how God look at you, sister. You might as well be a murderer. You might as well kill people. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's looking at you. If you're not able to control your sexual life, your sexual activity, if you're not willing to keep yourself as a holy man or a holy woman, and you're willing to go out there and that harlotry of life and given to all of that whoremongering ways and harlotry and whoredom and being so promiscuous, given into that lascivious sexual activity, being so loose with your sexual life, you look like a murderer to God, somebody who has shed innocent blood. I want to ask you today another question. Is that worth it? Is that worth it, brother? You know what I'm saying? You just sleeping with Sharon. God is looking at you like a murderer, like you killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? It is that serious to the Most High Yah. Your sexual life is serious to him, family. It is something. What did the scripture say again? Then I said concerning her who had grown old in her idolatries, will they commit harlotry with her now, and she with them? Yet they went into her as men go into a woman who plays the harlot. Thus they went into a hola and a holaba, the low women. But righteous men will judge them after the manner of adulterers, and after the manner of a woman who sheds blood, because they are adulterous and blood is in their hands. Now, a lot of people will try to wrestle with that scripture, and them little kindergartner people who have little tiny things. No, it's not. No, it's not. God is not calling me he's not calling me a murderer, Jehoshaphat. But you might as well be to him. Your blood is in. Okay, if you didn't kill nobody else, you're killing yourself. So you're still a murderer. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is in your hand. You are a murderer to God if you go out here and want to practice whoredoms, family. If you want to give in to being promiscuous, if you want to play the harlot role, you look no different than a murderer. I just want to ask you, brother. I just want to ask you, sister, is it worth it? Is it worth it to be looked at as a murderer in the eyes of the Most High Yah over sex? Over sex. Is that worth it? Is that what we're doing now? I don't even think that it's worth it, family. I really don't, family. I don't think it's worth it to look like a murderer in God's eyes over sex, family. I don't think so, family. But this is what he looks at a man or a woman that cannot control themselves, their lust, their sexual appetite, them not being able to control their selves and going out there being so lucid, playing in harlotry, giving in to fornication, giving in to adultery, becoming whoremongers, giving into whoredoms. You look like a murderer to God, family. So look at the most people, they're already prostitutes in his eyes. It's bad. They don't even get paid. And now they're murderers too. It is a damn shame, family. It is, family. It is, family. They're prostitutes. That's bad, family. Shouldn't nobody have to sell themselves for money? I don't care what the situation is, family. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get kicked out the house. That's not worth you giving up your holy temple. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, family. It have to be some life or death situation to play the harlot role, family. It has to, family. You know what I'm saying? And even in that, family, I don't even think it's okay then, family. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, your brother, I don't even think that it's worth it. Your brothers and sisters up over there, they're prostitutes. They don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? They might as well hit the block. They might as well go put them high heels on. They might as well wrap up in all that damn spandex. They might as well get a itty bitty skirt on. You know what I'm saying? And go tricking for some dollar bills for the monies, family, for the big dollar, family. They might as well hit that block, family. They might as well, you know what I'm saying? They're already giving into harlotry, family. They might as well get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? They're not even selling themselves. They're selling themselves all cheap. If you're gonna look like a whore, you might as well go all the way with it. If you're gonna look like a prostitute to God, you might as well be a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? The prostitute, she up over there, she ain't even lying to God. She, oh God, I'm a prostitute. I'm so sorry for my ways. She ain't lying, family. She's not lying, family. Your other brothers is up over there. They go to God in their prayers and they're like, oh God, I'm doing so good. You know, I went to work. You know, I read my Bible. I'm trying to understand. But, you know, I just can't control my damn sex. You know, that's the problems that I'm having. They're still prostitutes, family. You know what I'm saying? They're still playing in harlotry, family. They're still they're still playing in their whoremonger ways, family. They're still playing around with the fornication and the adultery, family. They're still So damn loose, family. But at least the prostitute is not a liar to God. Now they want to be a murderer too, so then they're a prostitute. They don't get paid. To me, that's a dumb prostitute right there. You understand? Most people are dumb prostitutes because they're not getting paid for it. But then they're going to be a murderer too? You know what I'm saying? What is it, family? You know what I'm saying? Do you got to be a prostitute and a murderer? You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I forgot. They are liars too. Or is they stupid and they don't know what they're doing? Which one is it? Oh, Jehoshaphat, you shaming us. You shaming us. No, I have to tell you the truth, family. I have to, or your blood would be in my hands. I love you, so I'm going to tell you the truth, family. I love my people out there, but I'm going to tell you how to live right, family, the way that he wants us to live. And most people are so accustomed in their harlotries of being so damn promiscuous, of giving into their fornication, so lascivious in their sexual activities, and they give into adultery and they become whoremongers, family. And they don't even know it, family, how God is looking. They think they good with the Most High Yah. Oh, I just fornicate a little bit, Jehoshaphat. Don't tell me, tell that to God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jehoshaphat, I just given the fornication a little bit. It's sad, family. It's sad, family. Oh, Jehoshaphat, I'm not a harlot all the time. I don't play in harlotry all the time, Jehoshaphat. You're not lying to me. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to the Most High Yah. You are. You might as well get paid for it. I'm just saying, family. If I have to be a murderer, it's going to be to protect my family, to protect my loved ones. I don't have to murder people with my sex, family. I don't have to do that, family. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, family, at all, family. All by the control, family. Now, I just wanted to read what and I combined a little bit of what Yeshua said, and then I combined what Paul said, and I just want you to listen to it real fast. And then I have one more, and then I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I hope that you had a blessed Sabbath day. I hope that you kept it holy. I hope that you refrain from any evil doing, any evil talk, any evil spirits talking that evil. You know, evil communications destroys good people, family. Just by you going around them people, they gonna take away your good with their evil talk. I've been trying to separate myself from it, family, and trying my best not to give in, family, for his holy day, family, to be righteous in his eyes, for there is none right, for to be good, family, in this day. So I hope that you had a blessed holy Sabbath day, and you maintained yourself and you kept yourself from speaking evil and doing evil, so you can be blessed. Now, let me read what the Lord had to say. The Spirit of the Lord Yah is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has set me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and to open up the prison to those who are bound. Live as people who are free, not using your freedom as a cover up for evil, but living as a servant of Yah to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance. I got to stop this real quick, family. Every day, family, when I be praying that God keeps me from the day of destruction of this earth, family. I really do, family. It's going to get really bad, family. I do not want to be here, family, at all. When all these things start happening, family, I want y'all to call me home, family. I know what Yeshua said, family. And if we pray for Yah to keep the devil off of us, you can also pray that he keeps you from the day of his great wrath, the day of his great judgment, and the day of his great vengeance, family. And as I look at this world and the people therein and the things that they do, and how all of these things can manifest and unfold in the blink and the twinkle of an eye, I know that it can turn bad tomorrow, family. So I pray to your Father that he keeps me. You can pray for that, family, for his day of vengeance, family. It's coming, family. It's coming, family. Believe that, family. Hey, you sitting up over there waiting on that lotto ticket to win that $1 million. I'm pretty sure his vengeance is going to get there before that one do, family. You can count on that one, family. So your brother, I'll be praying that I don't have to be on this earth when it goes through its greatest trials, of its greatest suffering, family. I don't want to see all of that, family, because now, as you see, with all the wars, the pestilence, the famines, the deaths, the murder, The robberies, all of the God being mad and he causing all these earthquakes and storms and volcanoes and all this stuff that he doing to the earth right now, family. Just imagine what's going to be on his day of vengeance. I don't even want to see it, family. I pray that he don't even let me be around, family, when all of that is happening, family. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Lord's favor and the day. Let me go back up because that don't sound right. Live as people who are free, not using your freedoms as a cover up for evil, but living as servants of Yah to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of your God to comfort all who mourn, to grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them beautiful headdresses instead of ashes of oil of gladness, instead of mourning, the garments of praise, instead of a faint spirit, that they may be called oaks of righteousness, the painting of the Lord, that may be glorified. They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former, what is that? Devastation. They shall repair the ruined cities. The devastation of many generations. Stronger shall stand and tend your flocks. Foreigners shall be your plowmen and vine-dressers. All things are lawful, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful, but not all things build up. Let no one seek his own good, but the good of his neighbor. So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, do all to the glory of Yah. For Yah gives us a spirit not to fear, but of power and love and self-control. But now that you have been set free from sin and have become slaves of God, the fruit you get leads to sanctification, and it ends in eternal life. It is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh is no help at all. The word that I have spoken to you are spirit and life. For you were called to freedom, brother. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So I just want you to think about that, family. I really do. I really do. A lot of them pretenders and them fake people, they sit there and they say, well, Jesus came and I could do all this and he's just going to forgive me. It doesn't work that way, family. It does not. What did Paul apostle say? You got freedoms. It's not so hard, family, as what your ancestors had to endure for as the laws, the statutes, and commandments. But he doesn't want you to get carried away with that, family. He has given you some freedoms, not and what is some of the freedoms as what I meant? It's so many different laws that we have to follow, family. Yeshua gave us some freedom so we don't have to do all that. Like in Moses' era, family, on the Sabbath, family, they couldn't even leave their tent, family. They could not even leave home, family, at all, family. They stayed home all single day. On your Sabbath, you can leave your home, family. On your Sabbath, family, they could not buy anything, family. Jesus gave you freedoms and you can go buy whatever you want to buy. You know what I'm saying? These same freedoms. But people misuse and abuse these same freedoms and think that the Lord is going to do every single thing. They take it out of context. They did. He gave you freedoms to where you can run around a little bit. They take their freedoms and be like, well, I'm going to cheat on my wife and all I got to ask is for forgiveness. And Jesus is going to forgive me. That's not the freedoms that he was talking about. You still have to follow his laws, his statutes, his commandments, his limitations, and his judgments. He didn't do away with that, family. He just did away with all the things that they were doing that kept them a little bit bound, family. It did, family. It's hard, family. In Moses' time, family, they couldn't even barter or trade from foreigners or nothing on the Sabbath, family. They couldn't do none of that stuff like that. You have the free liberties that Yeshua gave you, family.
When the Sabbath come, you don't have to stay at home and be at home all single day. And when nightfall come, you could barely go out the house. Even though me and your brothers and sisters, we are practicing this, we still have freedoms, family. We do, family. And we still have liberties, family. Just because Yeshua gave us freedoms and liberties don't mean that you can go out there and live a life full of fornication, lies, theft, murder, deception, and think that you will be forgiven. It does not work that way, family, at all. So I just want you to think about what he said, family, and what the apostle said with the liberties that he has given us. We're not supposed to abuse these things, family. And with the liberties that we have, it's not so hard for us, family. So I'm not saying that it's a walk in the park, but it's damn sure not what our ancestors and people of old days have to endure. The house of Israel had to endure back in the day of all of the customs, laws, and limitations that they had to follow. They had to do that, family. You seen what happened to the man, family. Okay, Moses, in Moses' time, you're not even supposed to light a fire in your house to keep warm. You're not supposed to do that. You seen what happened to the man that went out picking up sticks, family. They killed him over that, family. They killed him for picking up. God said it was cool and everything. God said, kill that man to let them know. But your people is so damn rebellious, family, that he had to be that way towards us, family. He had to do certain things like that to keep the house of Israel, so-called black people, in line, family. That man went out there. He was cold, family. He picked up sticks. And Moses had him killed for it, family. He had him killed, family. That's how hard, that's how tough that they had it back in the day, family. We don't have it that hard like that, family. You be at your house on the Sabbath, you get cold. If you don't wrap up and put some extra socks on, you gonna cut on your heater in your house, family. It might be something on that bill, but those are liberties that we have. It is not as hard for us, family. Same thing as the beginning when I told you about the yoke that Yeshua put over us. It is not that hard, family. It is not. They had it hard, family. They really do. We have it hard, but we don't have it as hard as they do. And people still run away from the master. They run away from the Messiah. Ah, they do, family. They run away from the shepherd. They run away from the Prince of Peace. They run away with the Masseuse. They run away from the Masseuse. And he has so much freedom and liberties that he has given to us. And they think it's so hard. They think it's so tough. And they abuse it. And they use it, and they think that Yeshua is just going to do every single thing for them. They think that Yeshua is going to come to their house and clean it all the way up. All they dirt, all they filth, and they're constantly doing it, family. They're not stopping, family. That is abusing. That's what Paul was talking about. Don't use these liberties as an opportunity to do evil. And so many different people out here in this world is using Yeshua's freedoms as an opportunity to do evil, for they think that he will do every single thing for them. One more, and I'm gonna get out of here for the sanctuary tonight. I'm gonna bless you. And if you want to do anything for me and your brothers and sisters in this world tomorrow night, make sure that you come to the 9 o'clock prayer hour. And I'm not gonna beat the war drum on you. I'm not. As many times as you can come. If you're strong and you're building up your faith, you'll be able to be with us every night. But I understand that things happen. I would be happy if you came with us 2-3 nights, build yourself up 4 nights. Don't be sad if you miss a night, family, for we're going to pray for you are in our heart. Now, last one, and I'm going to get out of here for the night. And I could call it a side note, but nah, family, let's just get to the nitty gritty. The simple pleasures of being a man. The Lord, tongue twister. The simple pleasures of being a man. The Lord curses a man to be impotent for sex. He makes a woman full of pain not to have sex. And we're not talking about menopause. What do you mean, Jehoshaphat? Cervical cancer, bacterias of vaginal bacterias causes lower abdominal pain before and after sex. So he does this to men and women, family. He does, family. Oh, okay, brother. Okay, brother. I understand that you like having sex, but do you want God to make you impotent? That means, family, that you won't get aroused anymore, family. I'm just saying, you can buy all those Viagra pills that you want. It's not going to work for you. You're impotent. He will curse the simple pleasures of being a man, family. Do you know how hard it is, how hard your life would be, family, if he made you impotent, brother? I'm just saying, brother, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how sad that is? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how sad that is, family? And a lot of people, they heard all of the things that I told them that he will do to you. I'm not playing with you, family. He will make you only 30 years old. You only 40. You only 20 years old. What if he made you impotent tomorrow and you would never get aroused to even mentally you would want to have it, but physically your body would not be capable of doing such things, family? It's sad, family. It's sad, family. It's all kind of different men now that are impotent over their sex, family. This is how he curses a man. A woman doesn't get off the chain. She doesn't get off the leash on this. He gives a woman cervical cancers and bacterias, vaginal bacterias, to where all of they stuff down there be hurting, family. It be hurting before and after sex, to where this woman never wants to have sex again. That is the equal to a man being impotent, family. It is, family. It is. That is a tough road, family. You don't want the Most High Yah to make you impotent over fornication, over adultery, over being whoremongers, over giving into harlotries, over playing the harlot role, family. It's not worth it, brother. It is not worth it, brother. You can have all the Viagra you want to have. If he makes you impotent, you're impotent. And then you look at all of those people, those older people, and then you wonder why that man is impotent. His body is physically able. He's mentally able, but he cannot perform, family. You wonder why that woman never wants to have sex, because she's in pain off of all the sex that she had before. She get lower pain, and her womanly parts are in pain to where she doesn't receive any pleasure. These are the curses that God will put on any man or any woman. Oh, Jehoshaphat, damn it, Jehoshaphat, you being hard on me, Jehoshaphat. I didn't want to hear that, Jehoshaphat. I didn't want to hear that, Jehoshaphat. But I'm just telling you, brother, you don't want to play with him like that. He's not playing with any of us, family. He is not, family. I wouldn't even take a chance on the Most High Yah making me impotent, family. I would not take no chance like that, family. Making love is very pleasurable, family. It really is. When you make love to the one that you love, family, you're rewarded, family. But if you go out there in this world and you want to give into harlotry, if you want to play the harlot role, if you want to give into fornication or adultery, or you want to play in whoredom and become a whoremonger, he has all these things that he has promised to do to you, and making a man impotent is one of them, family. I told you, he gives a man all kind of different types of diseases. You don't want to play with him like that, sister. I'm not sitting up over here talking about menopause. I'm talking about cervical cancers and vaginal bacteria that he puts on a woman that causes lower abdominal pain before and after sex. You know what I'm saying? The man, he ain't going through no pain like that. He going through pain mentally because he wants to be able to have sex and he can't, family. The woman, she don't want to have sex because she knows she's going to be in pain. The whole time she's having sex, she's in pain. Before and after. It is not worth it, my brothers. It is not worth it, my sisters out here in this world. It is not. Then you wonder why they came up with Viagra. Because of what God will do to a man. He will curse your man parts. He will curse your woman parts. And you won't even be able to have, you know what I'm saying? He'll take you completely out the game. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that, family. You don't want that. My brother up over there, he made him impotent because he loved that man and he wanted him to get into heaven, and he had to stop him. You don't want God to stop you from having sex. Come on now. Come on now, family. We already know all the things that he's going to do to you in that course. And it's so many different things, family. We don't have to go to, he wants to wound you. He wants to dishonor you. He wants to disgrace you. He wants to take away your strongholds. He wants to take away your glory. He wants to take away your desires. You know what I'm saying? He wants to make you scared. He wants to beat you down. He wants to make you sick. He wants you to lose your damn mind, family. He wants all of your enemies to enclose and have their way with you, family. That is sad, family. He wants people to mock and ridicule and scorn you, make make fun of you, poke and jab, and you become a laughing stock of the world, family. He wants you to be drunken in your sorrow, family. He wants you to give you the cup of horror. He wants you to give you the cup of desolation, family. He wants to give into your life troubles, and he wants you to be plundered, family. That is too much, family. That is too much. Now he wants to make you impotent. Come on now, family. You don't have to give in to these things. Now, all my brothers and sisters, go ahead and put your hands to all of Zion. Father, we come to you humble in this day, for you are a great God, and we bless your holy Sabbath day, and we thank you for the life that you have given us. Father, I ask all these things in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. My other brothers call him Jesus Christ. But Father, I ask that you bless the fruits of their mind. I ask that you keep their mind 7 steps ahead of any evil principality of wickedness that would try to enforce and hinder my brothers and sisters out here in this world. I ask that you keep them 7 steps ahead of evil. Father, I ask that you bless the fruits of their body. I ask that you take away all sickness, all disease, and all pain out of their body, and give them the youthful strength that they had when they were younger, running free in your world. Father, I ask that you give them the skin of their baby skin of their youth to them, Father. For all my brothers and sisters who have never felt your presence on this earth, Father Yah, I ask that you knock them down, Father. I ask that you knock them down with your spirit of love wherever they might be in this world, so they can understand how great you are, how powerful you are, and how much you love, how unstoppable that you are, for you are a great God. All glory be given unto you, Father. Father, I ask that you bless their sons, their daughters, their husbands, their wives, their complete household covered in the blood of the precious Lamb. Father, I ask that you rain down all of your mercy, all of your grace, all of your protection, all of your favor, and all your blessings be rendered unto us, for you are a great God. The love that you have put inside of us, I ask that it brings through Yeshua HaMashiach, for he is our love, for he is our peace, and he is our compassion. I ask Yah that it brings so many different people into your kingdom, Father Abba, and for them to know the truth. I ask that the love through our master draws so many different people into your truth of your will over their life, for we were made in your image to please you, Father. Father, I ask that you bless all my brothers and sisters out here in this world, for you are a great God, you are a mighty God, and you are just by all of your will. All glory be given unto you, Father, for you are worthy. All glory be given to Yah. All glory be given to Yah, for he is the only one who is worthy. Blessed be his name forever. And thank you to all my brothers and sisters who have prayed and blessed me as well. I love you and I thank you. Come meet your brothers and sisters at this 9 o'clock prayer hour. We do it all week long to show gratitude and to humble ourselves to our Father. And I love you and I thank you to all my brothers and sisters who have prayed for me. You are in my prayers, just like all my other brothers and sisters in this world. You are in our prayers. But until next time, family, until next time, all glory be given to Yah. All glory be given to Yah, for he is the only one who is worthy.